What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. I'm Phil.
Hey guys, I'm Sam.
Guess what we got today?
Little Elvis and Frank Sinatra.
Elvis and Frank Sinatra. What more
cool
could you
collab.
ask for? That's a classic collab if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, seriously, I'm excited to see this one.
1960.
Yes.
So I'm thinking
Wow.
that this may not be the greatest quality in the world. However,
I'm here for it.
yeah, we want to check this one out. And we do have a little pop quiz question for you in light of the quality, because it's from 1960, a little bit earlier on, and the population was a little bit smaller. However, what is the question, Samantha?
We want to know what percentage of the American viewership tuned in to watch this performance live.
That's right. It was surprising to me when I saw that answer. So drop a percentage down below
in the comments.
And we'll give you that answer at the end. That's Samantha's responsibility as usual.
Yes,
She's
my
the
task.
pop quiz extraordinaire. So we've listened to one song from Frank Sinatra. We did My Way. That was around Christmas time that we released that one, but we've done quite a bit of Elvis. I know we did two one, because I'm singing Bing Crosby. We did Bing Crosby with David Bowie in that one, right? So we don't have a lot of familiarity with Frank Sinatra, but he blew me away on that My Way track.
Yeah, I really enjoy his voice. I've heard like a little sprinkled of him also outside of what we did over the years, like a long time ago. And he just has such like a gentlemanly, handsome, manly voice.
He's a powerful vocal.
Yes.
All right, I'm ready. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Well, she's ready, you're ready, I'm ready. Let's roll.
Well, Elvis, that's our little welcome home gift. The 2 years you lost while you were in the Army. And looking back over it, I'm struck with the realization that maybe you didn't miss so much after all. As a matter of fact, what you seem to have lost is your sideburns. Now, folks, what would you say if I were going to sing another song now?
So this is crazy because like it's really the first time that we're seeing Frank Sinatra, because we saw a picture of him in the last one.
Yeah,
right?
with like his hat.
It took me a second. I thought this might have been the opening MC,
Like introducing
Frank Sinatra. But I was like, no, wait, that's Frank there.
I wasn't sure at first either. There's Elvis, sideburnless.
It's a young Elvis right there. Wonder how old he is in this. Okay, ladies, calm down. You need to hear Elvis.
How empty the hay can be. But when I hold you in my arms, that's heaven to me. Who cares for fame and fortune?
Nice.
They're only passing things. But the touch of your lips on mine makes me feel like a king. Your kind of love.
It's crazy just seeing how young. This is the youngest we've seen
he
him,
looks
right?
like such a little baby.
He's a good-looking guy right from early on, right? And you can hear the difference in his vocal, right? And all the ones that we've done previously, he's been a little bit older, but he sounds so like fresh.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's still really polished, though.
Yeah, no, he sounds awesome.
It sounds awesome. It's just I can tell the difference. His voice
just sounds
matured
younger.
a little bit later.
Yeah. I also, Elvis fans, don't come for me, but I prefer him without the sideburns.
You prefer him without the sideburns?
Without the sideburns. Yeah.
I agree. I like the little more clean cut
Yeah,
look.
he looks like very nice and fresh here.
Yeah, he looks professional, but maybe he's modeling after Frank Sinatra because that was the gentleman-y vibe. And later on, Elvis got obviously a little more flair about his image, right?
Yeah.
is a treasure I hold. It's so much greater than silver or gold. I know that I held nothing. Wow, if you should go away. But to know that you love me brings fame and fortune my way. Oh, but to know that you love me brings fame and fortune my way.
Beauty. Reminds me of the Beatles video that we did.
Apple tree, you shake, shake sugar, but you'll never shake me. No, sir, I'm gonna stick like glue. Stick because I'm stuck on you. I'm gonna roll my fingers in long black hair, squeeze you tighter than a grizzly bear. Yes, sir, I'm gonna stick like glue. Stick because I'm in the kitchen, I'm in the hall.
It's so crazy listening to these females
Like screaming.
screaming. I was just saying, it reminded me of that Beatles video that we did, that they were just screaming like crazy.
Yeah.
But it's also just funny to me when I see, him like just make a shoulder movement.
Yeah, and they're all like, ah.
And they go wild, right? And I also am presuming that the microphone is dead overhead on this performance. We don't see it on him, right?
Yeah.
He's not holding one, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's attached to
So
him
it's just
anywhere.
probably picking it up from above.
But I think that's the reason why I think that is because I see him looking up when he's singing.
So he's probably seeing like where it is.
And he's
so
done it
doesn't-
multiple times.
he
So I
doesn't,
think
like,
he's trying to
veer
make sure
too
he's
far away from
staying
it.
in the mic zone.
Yeah, fair.
So
I can't believe how like he looks so skinny, like so petite in this as well.
yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell with the suit as well, but like you said, he does look like a leaner fella. But this is, they were saying in the beginning, he was in the war, right?
Yeah, so he had just gone back,
He had
I
done
think.
some service, so he was
Yeah, for 2
probably
years.
in good shape coming out of that,
Yeah,
right?
for true.
So you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's good.
Hang on, you good at all. But once I get you in the kiss and start, the team of wild horses couldn't carry them apart.
He hasn't even got to the hip thrust yet.
That's how the love is gonna
Yeah, he's just getting acquainted with the dance moves.
like glue. Stick because I'm in the kitchen, hide in the hall. Ain't gonna do you no good at all. 'Cause once I get you and the kissing starts, the team of wild horses couldn't get inside. That's how the love is
It's
gonna
just him. He is the entertainment.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna stick like glue. Stick because I'm stuck on you. Stick like glue. Stick because I'm stuck on you. Stick like glue. Yeah, because I'm stuck on you.
Elvis, I tell you something, it was great. It was great, and I'm glad to see the Army hasn't changed it. Wasn't it great?
First time I ever heard a woman screaming at a male singer.
Don't you remember me there, Charlie?
Excuse me, sir, Mr. Presley, but would you think it presumptuous of Frank if he joined you in a duet?
Well, that would be great,
I would consider it quite an honor. Okay. I'd like to do one of your songs.
All right.
I mean, with you.
Fine, fine. I was wondering, as a matter of fact, while you were singing Elvis, I thought to myself, I wonder what would have happened if I had recorded Love Me Tender instead of you. I wonder if it made any difference.
I think it would about 2 million records less.
He should have. You smarty pants.
So you got the picture here of both of them on the screen, ready to go. This is a snapshot in history here.
I know, crazy.
Pretty wild that this was 60, almost 65 years ago.
That's insane.
Two of the kings of music.
I'm excited to hear them like together at the same time.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting.
I also love when they showed the background vocalists and how they were all standing there in their matching outfits, like one in front of the other, to just sing in with their little snapping.
Yeah.
So cute.
But I was just saying, even with them there, though, you can just tell that Elvis, throughout that, he's just all the entertainment. Everybody's just watching him.
Yeah, like locked in.
And that's why those little subtle movements that I had mentioned make such a huge deal from the reaction of the audience.
Yeah, they're all like...
They have nowhere else to look. They've just got Elvis comparatively to today.
Yeah.
You've got lights and, fireworks going on.
A whole production, yeah.
Right? I mean, not to say that one or the other is going to be a better performance, right? As times have evolved, we've had more technology. But to me, that means... emphasizes more as to why Elvis was as good as everybody made him out to be, because he could just capture you with his performance, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if you heard me, but I said, well, we were watching, like, hey, this is like the beginning evolution of all of his dance moves. He's just warming up and getting used to his dance moves, because later on he's a lot more wild than this.
Yeah, he definitely opened up the catalog a little bit more. You ready to keep going?
Yep.
Difference.
I think it would about 2 million records less.
He should have. You smarty pants. Oh, what I tell you we'll do you do witchcraft, okay? And I'll do one of the other ones. Okay? You Nelson? We work in the same way, only in different areas.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Those fingers in my hair, that's why I come hither stare. That strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. It's such an ancient pitch. What I would switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than witchcraft. I love you, and I always will. For my darling, I love you.
Man, that's pretty.
And I always will.
Wow. That's wild.
For my darling, I love you. It's pretty all the time, Frank.
Sure does, buddy.
And I always will.
Thank you, Elvis. Say, Nancy, you've met Mr. Presley, haven't
Of
you?
course. How are you, Mr. Presley?
You can call me Elvis.
Oh,
You
thank
call him Mr. Presley cause on account of she's been spoken for.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Wow.
They sounded so good together.
Yeah, I mean, when they were singing together, when they were harmonizing, it sounded awesome. Their voices complemented each other so well in that, and it was interesting here. We know "Love Me Tender," right? Because we had done Elvis's version.
Yep.
Well, the live version.
Yeah.
Didn't really get to hear Elvis sing it so much because he was too busy kissing too many ladies.
Girls. Yeah, stopping
that
every
one.
second.
But it was interesting hearing Frank sing that, and it was very cool. And I wonder if this was kind of a passing of the torch for Frank Sinatra to Elvis at the time, or considered that way, because I think Frank had been around a little while at that point in 1960, right? Because he was singing in the 40s, from what I remember.
I believe so, yeah.
And Elvis looks super young. We
I know.
just talked about he came back from the war, so I'm guessing he's probably early 20s at this point. So, I imagine, and by looking at Frank, he looks like he's maybe in his 40s or 50s, something like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell from the black and white, right? But
Yeah, true.
so I wonder if it's like, okay, I'm the experienced veteran.
Yeah, you're coming up now.
I can see Elvis has got, a lot of charisma like I had in my
lots of
younger
potential.
days. Let me see if I can help bring this guy along, because we were reading this was a pretty monumental moment for Elvis in his career.
Yep.
So it's really cool just seeing, the intersection of two generational talents.
Yes, it's really cool, like you said, right? Seeing like one of the greats from one generation and then the next, and then how that kind of blossomed in there, like with Elvis in the beginning of his career too. Because like you said, we haven't done anything with Elvis being really young. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah, it was mind-blowing for me to see a snapshot into history, and just to kind of really reflect on seeing the black and white and the difference, obviously, in the video quality and the setup on the
imagine
stage.
sitting in your house, everybody crammed in front of like one TV, watching this in black and white on like a little tiny TV.
Well, to Sam's point there, we have an answer to the pop quiz question for you.
yeah. So the percentage of viewership that tuned in to watch this live was 41.5% of the American viewership.
Yeah, so almost 42% of people in America tuned in to watch that performance,
live.
which is wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like I said, what the population was at that point, but
It's a
that
lot
would have
of
been
people.
a lot of people tuning in to watch, like I said, two of the greats. And, I was mentioning the difference in the visualization, but even the audio presentation of where the microphone was and how fast, well, not how fast, how much times have changed, in 60 years.
From then to now.
And, how much music has changed, right? And just how people are entertained is vastly different, because here all we needed was two singers, doing their thing, sounding
We're
great.
completely captivating.
Yeah,
the whole
both
time.
of us were locked in, right? And now you need, like I said, a whole dance crew.
I know, like
I
stage
mean, you look at
props.
the Super Bowl as an example of that, right? And it was just a stimulation overload.
Yeah, sometimes more is not always better.
I would agree. Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed reminiscing on Elvis and Frank on that one. I definitely did. You did
Me
as well,
too.
right?
Yeah.
So if you guys enjoyed it, remember, hit that like button for us.
Yes.
And drop 2 videos every single day. If this is your first time on the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything going forward. We do music, comedy, sports, and a little bit of history as well. Like we traveled back in history on this one, but we're talking more of war-based history and that kind of stuff. So if you like that, music, comedy, sports, and history, hit that button. We'll see you in our next video, and that'll be tomorrow.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you then.